I just want you to start coming down and ground yourself. So taking your big toes together, knees nice and wide. Sink your hips back onto your heels and walk your hands gently forwards. Resting your forehead on the earth. And I want you to focus on the space between your eyebrows and just breathe into that area, into where your third eye is located. And as you're inhaling, just breathe all the way through to the back of the shoulder blades, through to the back of the heart. And I want you to gently exhale through the nose and allow the hips to sink back a little bit deeper and walk the hands perhaps a little bit more forwards. So breathing into that space between the third eye and exhaling back into the hips. And just welcoming the full moon energy in Aquarius, which is in our Leo season, also known as the buck moon. Just breathing in, allowing that thought to think about making a clean break and a time to step into our brightest future. One more deep inhale. And as you exhale, slowly make your way up onto your hands and knees. Bring the toes in line with the knees. Pressing down into the floor, tuck the tailbone in, round the shoulders, bringing the chin to the chest. Push your hips forwards. And then exhale, roll the shoulders away from the ears, arching the spine, lifting up the crown of the head. Taking a breath in, push the hips forward, squeezing into the glutes and pressing down into the earth. Dropping the ribcage towards the floor, arching the back, lifting up the crown of your head. Taking a breath in from the heart. Push the hips forwards. And exhaling out. And just gently start to circle the hips round. And I want you to just go intuitively where feels good for you. Let any clicks and pops release, no judgment. Giving your body a chance to remove any stagnant energy that might be stored in the hips and the shoulders. We hold a lot of energy here, even in the knees. It was only recently that I learned that the knees represent our decisions in life, just changing direction. And sometimes when we find it hard to make decisions and we feel a bit stuck, we tend to store a lot of tension behind the knees. If you've ever had a period of time where you're like, should I, shouldn't I, should I make that move, should I make that change? Get stored behind those knees, come onto the toes, just tuck the heels back and just pedal the feet. Looking towards the knees and just gently wiggle your hips side to side as you're breathing in and exhaling through the nose. And this particular moon is about freedom. And I want you to think about, what does freedom mean to you? Stepping the right leg forwards behind the right hand. And then bringing the left foot behind the left hand. Really bend your knees for me, tuck your chin in. Pressing your right arm into the earth, lifting up the left arm up to the sky. Taking a deep inhale and maybe reach up a little bit higher. But as you're doing that, pressing the hand down into the ground and the feet connect. Bringing the left hand down, take an inhale, and as you exhale, reaching your arms up to the sky with the right. Like you're trying to shake hands with the heavens. But keep a firm grip on the earth at the same time. Bringing both hands down to the ground. Slowly rising up to standing. Sweeping your arms above your head, step your feet and ankles together. Close your eyes and bring your hands to your heart space. So like I said, this moon is about freedom. And freedom, for instance, to me is freedom of my mind, freedom in my body, freedom in how I choose to spend my time, and freedom in how I live my life. And just reflecting on a moment, how much freedom do you have in your life? How free do you feel? Whether it's regarding work, relationships, the energy with what's going on with the world right now. Freedom can also mean the mobility in your body and how flexible flexible and how open we can be, because that really can reflect out into our day-to-day lives as well. So taking a breath in and bringing an intention to your session, because a lot of freedom is around how free we feel in our hearts as well. So setting that intention to perhaps open our hearts a little bit more, to bring the more freedom into our minds and our bodies, and allow that energy to radiate out into the universe, the divine. Taking a deep breath in, sweep the hands up, looking up to the thumbs. Palms connect. Exhale, bend your knees, take a forward fold, tucking your chin in please. Eyes looking down. Place your hands onto your shins and come up to your legs, arms and back is flat, looking forwards. Bend in the knees, plant both your hands down and gently step your right leg and then your left leg back down to the ground, into a plank position. You can stay on your toes or drop to your knees. Untucking the toes, lower your heart down to the ground. Slide your hips into the earth like a snake. Lift up the heart, take a breath in for cobra. As we exhale, lower the chest down. Taking your fingertips and your thumb tips off the mat, elbows flare out. Push your elbows away from your armpits. Take an inhale for wild cobra. Peeling your heart up as you breathe into that space. And exhaling down. One more deep breath in, and maybe you can squeeze your glutes to breathe into the back of the heart space to lift up higher. Exhale, lower the chest to the earth. Place your hands back in, coming up into child's pose, sink back. Good. Sweep your hands back, moving them all the way back by your heels. Place your hands just behind your feet and push your hips up to the sky. Let the head hang back and breathe into your heart space. As you exhale, drop the hips down. Bringing your hands to the front of the mat, coming into a downward dog. Tuck the toes, pedal the feet. Just taking deep breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. And remember, we're creating that freedom. So bring the freedom from the feet. So just twisting and gently turning, stretch your toes. Stepping the right leg forwards, and if it doesn't make it to the front of the mat, gently pick it up and guide it. Place your left knee into the earth, dropping it down, reach the arms up to the sky, looking up as your thumbs and fingers connect. Take a breath in, bend your elbows and bring your thumbs behind your neck, lifting up as you inhale into that heart space. As we exhale, bring your fingers down to the ground. Step your left foot in next to your right, taking a forward fold. Wrap your elbows behind your knees. Give yourself a tight hug. Tuck your chin in and see if you can bring your heart closer to your thighs. As we inhale, keep holding the elbows and try and stand up and stretch the upper shoulders as we exhale. Feeling that stretch all the way from the front to the back of the heart. Bend the knees, drop the chest down. Fingertips to floor. Inhale to stand up, reach your arms up. Bring your hands all the way back to your heart space. Take a breath in. Inhale, arms sweep up, looking up. Exhale, bend your knees, forward fold, tucking your chin in. Breathing in, halfway lift. Place your hands on your shins, look forwards, feel that stretch down the back of the thighs. Bending your knees, step your left leg, then your right leg back to a plank. Either staying on your toes or dropping down to your knees. Looking between your thumb tips, take an inhale, coming down, lower the heart down. Untuck the toes, sliding the hips into the ground. Baby cobra, maybe coming up higher, and see if you can squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lower your heart down. Take those fingertips and thumb tips off the mat. Coming into wild cobra, breathing into the back of the heart as we lift up the chin, create more space. Exhale, lowering the heart down to the ground. Bringing your hands back in on the mat. Sliding back to child's pose, big toes together, knees wide, sit your bum onto your heels. Take an inhale into your third eye, the space between your eyebrows. As you exhale, lifting up, sweep your hands behind your feet, push your hips to the sky and connect your hips, your sacral chakra up to the earth. Lowering the hips down, coming into downward dog. Bring your hands to the front of your mat, tuck your toes, push your bottom in the air, And this time, keep a soft bend in your knees and press your heels slightly out and pushing them down. And we're not interested in your heels touching the floor. We're interested in creating that length in the spine. Taking a breath in. As we exhale, gently push your heart space closer to your thighs. Looking at your hands, stepping your left foot between your thumbs. And if it doesn't get there, don't get upset. Just gently guide it. Place the back knee onto the ground. Arms reach up to sky, looking up. Maybe the fingertips connect. See if you can get the palms to connect. Bend your elbows. Reach your thumbs down your neck, looking up in the chin. Take a breath in. As you exhale, fingertips to floor, stepping your feet and ankles together. Take a forward fold and give yourself a cuddle. Connect to yourself. Tuck your chin in, just bringing that energy all the way into the body. Waking up our hearts. Take a breath in and try and stand up while you hold the elbows and stretch the upper shoulders. Release the hands to the ground. Slowly rise up to stand. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, back to your heart. Taking a big step back with your right leg, staying on your toes. So take your hands on your hips for me and just move your left shoulder back and push your right hip slightly forwards, bending into your left knee at the front. Take a breath in, reach your arms up to the sky. Good, bending into the left leg a bit more. See if you can lift up your chin. Interlace your fingers behind your back and start to pull the hands back. Opening across the heart, lift up the chin. Maybe we bend into the front knee a little bit more, taking one more deep breath in here. As we exhale, start to tip your body weight forward over your left thigh, like you're looking at a reflection in the water. Just checking in with you, taking that breath in. What do we see right now? As we exhale, lifting your heart back up. Keep your left foot exactly where it is and turn your right heel down onto the mat, pointing your right toes away from your body. Warrior two legs, left foot is forwards, bending the left knee, straighten the right. Take a deep breath in. Humble warrior, just exhale, lower your heart inside your left knee, bring your head in. Reach your arms up towards the sky, but press into your feet and move your left knee out of the way. Taking one more breath in, rise back up. Opening your arms out, one in front, one back, left arm forward, right arm back. Just being in that present moment. Our front arm represents our future. Turn and look to back. Our back arm is representing our past. Thinking about the legs that are holding you up right now, take a deep breath in, and as you bend your left knee a bit more, reminding yourself that you are totally safe in your present moment always. Taking one more inhale. As we exhale, turn and pivot your right toes towards the front of your mat. Reach your arms up to the sky. Bringing your hands into prayer, step your right foot back to the front. Hands together, take an inhale. As we exhale, left leg takes a big step back. So you're on your tiptoes on your left foot. Don't step too far back in case you lose your balance. Taking a breath in, send the arms up to the sky. Moving the left shoulder back. See if you can extend through your right fingertips a little bit higher. You can squeeze the left glute to activate down the hamstring as you breathe in. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind your back. If that is too much, you can hold your elbows. Pulling the heart space open, lifting up the chin. And as you bend into your right knee a little bit more, lifting up the chin, just feeling that spread across the chest. Feeling pride. Feeling strong. Leo season represents the lion in us, that inner warrior. Take one more breath in, and as you exhale, tip the chin forwards, looking over. Taking a breath in from the heart, always reminding ourselves with Leo to live from our hearts. Exhale, rising up. Open the left heel and place it onto the mat. Bending your right knee. Interlace the fingers back or hold the elbows. Pull your right knee out of the way. And as you exhale, drop the chest down. Maybe you can bring your head inside your right knee. Taking a breath in. Exhale, remembering to stay in this moment, we use the breath. Slowly coming up, open your right arm forwards. Left arm reaches back. Taking a breath in and reminding ourselves that the past does not define us, but we do not let the future govern us. Taking a breath in, sinking a bit deeper. It's right now that matters. Slowly pivot onto your left toes, face the front of your mat, send your arms up to the sky, take a breath in. Stepping your feet and ankles together to the front of your mat. Take your arms out to the side, breathing into your palms, earthing ourselves. Draw the energy up to ground. And bringing that calm, grounding energy to our heart space, bring your hands to prayer. Good, send the energy up slightly, push the hips forwards, looking up. Exhale, fold down the center of your body, just realigning that feminine and masculine energy, bringing it into unity. Inhale into a halfway lift, look forwards. And exhale, placing your hands to the earth. Taking a step back with the right and then the left leg. Either drop into the knees or staying on the toes, lowering the chest down as you squeeze your elbows in. Good, untucking the toes, upward dog or cobra. Shoulder blades pinch together, lengthen the chest. Good. Tuck the toes down to the ground, send the hips up to the sky. Coming into a downward dog. Taking a soft bend in your knees, take a breath in and lift your right leg up to the sky. Bending your right knee and opening the knee up to the ceiling or the sky. We're going to draw the right knee towards the nose and then circle the knee out to the sides and exhale. With the sun in Leo, the strength is going to be coming from that core. Our solar plexus located around the belly, just above. Bringing the knee in and circling it out. Stepping the right foot between the hands, guide it if it needs guiding. Coming up to stand as you inhale, reach your arms up to sky. And we're going to open the heart a little bit more by circling the arms back, bending into your right knee and stay still in your legs. Finding stability from our roots. Feeling that movement across the heart space. Give yourself permission to open and release under this energy tonight. Interlacing our fingers behind our back or hugging our elbows. Leaning forwards to take a reflection of where we are right now. Option to lift the left leg into a warrior three or keep the back toes on the floor. Find your balance. Remembering to find some freedom here and try and relax into the pose whilst holding on to that strength. Gently lower the left toes back on the ground. Send your arms up to the sky. Turn your left foot open and bend into your right knee into a warrior two. Good. So if you're not sure about where your hips and your knee should be, bring your hands to your hips. Just bring your right elbow forward and your left elbow back. That should open across the hip joint and bend into your right knee. Left leg is straight. Take your right arm up to sky. Drop the left arm down and just breathe, opening through our side body. Take one more inhale here. And as we exhale, cartwheeling both hands down towards the mat. Either stepping back for a downward dog or perhaps you want to take a chaturanga. Those of you new, a chaturanga, we can be knees or toes. Coming down halfway like a tricep push-up. Untucking the toes, sliding like a snake into cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Taking a deep inhale through the nose. And I want you to exhale and stick your tongue out your mouth, lion's breath out and cleanse your body. 2 more of those breaths, in through the nose. Stick your tongue out your mouth, lion's breath out, give your body a cleanse. 1 more time. Full moons are about letting go, so give yourself permission to energetically just let go a little bit more. Good, left leg comes up, bend the left knee, open the joint. As we exhale, we draw the left knee towards the nose and we inhale to open out to the side, like you're drawing a circle with your kneecap. If it's too much, you can drop to your other knee and just do this on the kneeling position. Last one. Looking at the hands, stepping the left foot between the thumbs, and if it doesn't get there, just gently pick it up and bring it with you. Being kind to ourselves. Rising up to high lunge, so we're on the front foot, on your back, tippy toes. Bending your left knee, and we're just going to circle the arms forwards this time, and back. So this particular full moon, being in Aquarius as well, is about bringing new perspectives into old situations or stories that might have been keeping us energetically, possibly a bit stuck. Sweep the arms behind your back, pull the palms towards each other, leaning forwards, either holding this pose here, bending your left knee, or lifting your right leg into warrior three. It gives us a chance to help us see what may need to change, perhaps something we need to take action on or release with this multi-perspective Aquarius energy. Slowly bringing your toes down, arms reach up to sky, open the right heel and place it on the floor, bending your left knee. I've already had three different people contact me today and yesterday to make a decision about changing a job or leaving somewhere that hasn't made them happy. Lift the left arm up to sky, reach the right arm down. And you know what? I'm so proud of them because they have wanted to do this for a long time, and it's fear that's kept that change from happening. Taking one more breath in. As we exhale, cartwheeling both hands down to the ground. And it's hard when we've got to be adults. Options: take a chaturanga or coming down to knees, or take a child's pose if you need to rest. Because adult means lots of serious responsibilities and things that we need to fulfill, as we know. Coming back to downward dog. But it's having that trust sometimes that things aren't making us happy. And that's what this Leo sun energy is about, finding that self, question it, lift the right leg up, open the hip, breathe into your left hip, exhale, knee towards the nose, just 2 circles this time. Use your breath to regenerate your body and regenerate every single cell. Step in the right foot between your hands, guide it if it needs assistance. Inhale, rising up. Bend the right knee. Circle the arms back, open the palms. The more you open your hands, the more you release your shoulders. And our hands represent our heart and extension. So next time perhaps you're gripping that steering wheel or you're grabbing something really tightly, reflect on all that energy that's pushing tension into the body. Interlace the fingers behind the back, open that heart, lift the chin, feeling proud, tall and strong. Leaning forward, maybe taking that warrior three or keep the back leg grounded. Taking an inhale. Now start to stand up if you can and bring the left knee up onto a single leg and maybe keep the arms behind your back. You can always put your hands on your hips. Take a breath in, extend your left leg forwards. Finding stillness in our bodies brings more calm and peace into our minds. It's that stillness that can allow space and freedom for us to make any decisions that may have left us feeling overwhelmed. Step the left leg back, find the floor, open the left heel, warrior two, bend your arms, bend your right knee. Take an inhale and sink a bit deeper into this present moment. Flip your right palm, lifting up to the sky with the right, drop the left arm down the back of the body. As we take an inhale, see if we can sink a bit deeper into the right leg and squeeze and activate the left glute, the bum cheek. Good. Pivot towards the front, turning onto your tiptoes on your left toes. Reach your arms up, breathe in, open your hands, connect. Good. Stepping back for a plank. Gently coming onto the knees, slide the hands back, connect the hips up to the universe. The more freedom we have in the hips as well, the more emotions we can release under this moon. Coming into a downward dog. Tuck the toes, push the hips up as we inhale. And exhale to sink the hips towards the floor. Left leg comes up, bend the left knee, open the joint. Exhale, bring the left knee towards the nose. Inhale to open. Good, last two. So use the breath as we take an exhale. Good, last one. Looking at the hands, gently guide the foot if it needs assistance. Stepping it to the front. Rising up to high lunge, arms reach up. Bend your left knee and sink a bit deeper. Push your right heel forward. Circle the arms forwards to back. One more time, see if you can sink a bit lower. How much creativity and expression can you find in your body right now as you reach your hands back? Explore where it feels you can open. Start to lean forwards. Lift that back knee if you wish. Lift the right leg. What a beautiful evening with sunshine shining through. And summer is here. Start to rise up. Bring the right knee up. Extending the leg, reminding us to be more playful under this energy. And put a little smile on your face if you're wobbling, because it's part of being human to have these little hiccups here and there. Step the right toes back, find the ground. As we've always made it this far, sweep the arms up, open the right heel, place it on the mat, bend the left knee. Take an inhale and start to flip the left palm up. Drop the right arm down the back into reverse warrior, just honoring that sun energy. But remember, that sun is in all of us. That's what our solar plexus represents. Bringing our hands to the earth. Our inner sun, our inner warrior. Dropping the knees down. Slide the hands back. Push the hips to the sky. Taking a breath in. And as you exhale, gently coming down onto the mat, laying onto your bellies. Just make a little pillow for your hands and rest your belly down and just breathing into that space. Let your shoulders melt down. And before we go into the meditation, I'm just going to go over a little bit more while you're laying, or you can come up into seated, whatever works for you. And like I said, this particular moon is about finding freedom. And that includes in how you express who you are and how authentic we feel in ourselves. It's a time to really live from our hearts and be our unique, authentic selves. It's a time to be free and fearless, and a time to surrender. I work with a lot of people that really worry about the future a lot, and that just causes a lot of anxiety and unnecessary stress. And I also work with a lot of people that live in the past a lot, and I used to be one of those people myself. And the past can keep us in that depressive sort of feeling, that sadness. And the Aquarius moon is here to help you access and release some things that might be holding you back in that past. It gives you multi-perspective to help you see what you may need to change, action or release, to see what might need to be shifting. And there's all different ways that we can work with shifting different energies. I mean, I did a Reiki meditation online this morning just to help remove, again, because I live in a lot of anxiety sometimes when things trigger me. And whilst doing that meditation, it just helped clear that energy for me. Because it can help us shift to see what we need to do to make us happier and allow you to heal. When the sun's out, we can be more positive and more happy. It can make us feel differently energetically, and people seem to glow more with that sun around us. We tend to forget a lot that the sun is there every single day. Every day that sun comes up is a fresh opportunity to start a new way or a new day. Aquarius is about breaking free of chains, trusting in yourself and letting synchronicities, so seeing what might be around you with universal synchronicities to help guide you. And a lot of the times we don't have growth because it's fear that holds us back and we won't say yes to doing things. But this particular moon is here to help you lean into something that might not feel totally comfortable, to allow you to have growth. I won't keep you here for too much longer, don't worry. And it's just a time to call in to doing things that make you feel happier. And think about what you love doing. I mean, you might just be someone that loves to listen to people or make someone smile. You might be someone that likes to support groups or be a caring person or be more creative. So when you're ready, I want you to get into a comfortable position. And I'm just going to take you through just a little meditation. So if you want to be seated or kneeling, whatever sort of works for you. Is that volume okay? Yes. So we're just going to start by just taking an inhale for 4. So closing your eyes. And an exhale for 8. So try and take the inhalations for a count of 4 in your own count of 4. Mine's a very slow count, so I won't do that to you. And then an exhalation for 8. So you're doubling the exhalation. And if you ever suffer with anxiety or feel stressed, elongating your out breath is what will move you out of your sympathetic nervous system, which is fight or flight. Also, when you're having anxiety or feeling that fluttering, and it moves you into your parasympathetic nervous system, which is that relaxation mode, and it will remove any anxiety and stress for you. So breathing in for a count of 4. And exhaling for a count of 8. One more breath like this, and we're just going to change it. So after that last exhale, I want you to take a breath in, exhale, in, exhale. And this can be in through the nose and out through the nose, or in through the nose and out through the mouth. Just try and make it as smooth as possible. So it's a count of 1 for in, exhale 1 out. So you're making it smooth, like a circular motion. Don't overthink it. If your trailer thought goes off, just come back to the in and the out. Try and relax the shoulders. Breathing in, letting go. So breathing in fresh energy, letting go of what you want to release under this moon. Breathing in, letting go. Maybe as you're doing this, add a little smile onto your face. Breathing in, letting go. It's going to take 10 more breaths like this at your own pace. Try and keep the spine nice and straight. Just pulling the energy up from Mother Earth just to ground you. Integrate our meditation and just feel like what it's like to be you in this very moment. Just keep breathing in, and you're safe and you're secure and all is well. And on that 10th breath, on the exhalation, I want you to hold the breath out and just hold it for as long as you're comfortable. Trust your body. There's more than enough oxygen in your body right now. just softening the eyebrows, softening the face. And if you need to take a breath in, that's absolutely fine, but take a little breath in and out and then go back to that exhale and hold. And when you can't hold any longer, I want you to just let go of a sigh and just totally relax into your body. And I want you to take a moment to think about a moment or a person in your life where you felt gratitude. And I want you to picture the moment. And for some of you might be able to see it, or a person. You might be able to hear it, or smell it, or just experience a time when you just felt so much gratitude. And it might be a really past event that you haven't thought of for a long time, but when was the last time that it really made your heart feel really happy and abundance? And I want you to try and recall what you felt and you heard. And just imagine right now stepping back into that very moment. So when I did this meditation earlier, it took me back to, even though I'm not with my partner anymore, it took me back to my wedding day. Because the amount of love and laughter and energy that I felt there still is a powerful energy that I'm happy to re-go back to and visit, even though it might cause some discomfort. As you're thinking of that moment, I want you to just allow the energy from your heart, from that moment, to move up into your head. Our gratitude is so powerful. And you can take that memory and bring it back to life, but with the energy that you want to feel and embody. So I want you to move on to a second thing now that you're grateful for. Perhaps a person or an experience you had where you just felt so grateful and so much love. Love is our supreme emotion, and we experience love when we feel gratitude. See what you saw or heard back then. Feel what you felt like in this experience or with that person. And I want you to emotionalize that feeling right now in every single cell of your body. Perhaps there's someone that's come into your life more recently that just brings you a different kind of energy. Just going into that experience and allow that gratitude to flow. Just bring that memory or person to life. Almost like you're allowing yourself to really step back in time, possibly. And just moving on to a third experience or a person or a memory that made you feel so much gratitude. See it, hear it, feel it. You can take control of your mind, your body and your emotions, and feel that power. So bringing that power into your solar plexus, into that center of your body, that energy flow. Just allow your nervous system to feel that flow and wear that smile as you really train your mind. And just take these three things or people, moments, memories, and put it all together. And try and feel that connection. Don't try, feel it. Feel the connection between your brain and heart. Allow yourself to feel gratitude for it. And you might even find that you can give that gratitude a colour. And if it's not a colour, it's a feeling. And see if you can send that colour or feeling into every part of your body. And see if you can feel that feeling and double it. Allow yourself to radiate out that gratitude like a magnet. And see if you can now double that energy. Allow it to radiate out in front of you, behind you, below you, above you, and all around you. And send that gratitude off now to people that you know that may need that energy, that gratitude, people you love and you care about, people you just might meet day to day or in even the way the world is now online. And just send that to everyone, just everywhere, extending it out. The attitude of gratitude is one of the biggest things which makes difference to the world, to create magic and change. Now, while we're in this energy, we're going to think of 2 to 3 things that you want to make happen, that you're working on, and allow yourself to see it play out. Like you've given yourself a magic wand. Especially under this energy, it is a powerful time to manifest. And if you're not into manifestation at the moment, it's one of the things that's massively changed my life. It doesn't matter how clear your vision is. So just thinking of these 2 or 3 things, and I want you to try and bring this to life. To feel grateful and see that these things, or perhaps it's a person you might be manifesting or an experience. And I want you to see if you can feel it or even envision it with a sense of faith. And go big. Okay? Don't hold back. And your ability to see what it is you want to have happen or meet, even before it's done, is a powerful way to help the universe bring you more synchronicities. And especially under this moon, it's a very psychic sort of energy that's coming in. So your dreams might be more vivid and there might be more spiritual signs coming through to give you more like, guidance on where these things might be happening for you. So I want you to feel it and perhaps become it. And if it's something that maybe you wanted to start, see it completed or even finished, as if it's already been done. It was Einstein that said, reality doesn't exist in the outside world. Reality exists inside your own head. And the people that achieve things are the ones who have foresight. So see if you can really bring that vision in. Own it. See it, hear it, feel it, and emotionalize the fact that you've already achieved what it is that perhaps you desire to work on. You can become one of the world's 2% of people that uses their own imagination, the workshop that we have inside our own mind and body, to give you the gift of creation. So if you've done one thing, I want you to think of a second thing. something that you would really want to see finished or completed, perhaps something that you want to create. Maybe it's a lifestyle, learning something totally different, or even going around the world. Make it happen. See it playing out in front of you right now. And if you can't see anything, how would it feel if it was to be happening, or you'd be living it? And be grateful that you are able to either see or feel it and step into it like it's already been done. You have this ability and you're doing it right now. Taking an idea, feeling like it's already done, and get on with it. Make it happen. Because it is all about action and emotionalizing it. It's positive tension, so that that gratitude, that radiation out, that draws things in towards you like you're a human magnet. And know that you are amazing and you are epic. And know that you are on this path to train your mind to work with your heart and the synchronicities of the universe. Because we have old brains and incredible bodies and open hearts to bring them to work together more effectively, training them to make a difference, to bring your mind, body and soul to come to life and feel it every single part of your body. See where you want to go or be, feeling it and being more compelled to work towards it. Recognize that every single day, a moment, you have a choice between what happens, between any stimulants that are around you and your responses. And if you can practice visualizing and the feeling of already having, and you make this a daily practice, even for 30 days, the shifts are crazy. And if you need a bit of assistance with it, I recently used the book The Magic, which is the same people that wrote the book The Secret. And hand on heart, I cannot recommend that book enough. And it starts every single day with 10 thanks, gratitude. I also know some of you that have the book. I did it religiously every single day. And the power of gratitude literally has changed my life beyond words that I could believe. So let's help you become the hero in your own life. So take in one more deep breath in. And as you exhale, gently stretching your fingers and your toes, just coming back into your body a little bit. And there's been a technique that I've also been using recently, so I wanted to go through it with you guys as well. And you can do this daily, or you don't, or you could do it once a week. But obviously the more you do it, the faster things can tend to shift. It's old programming that can get us stuck in old patterns and behaviours. So for instance, when I used to get stressed, I would binge eat, or I would be eating without even realising. So I've had to rewire myself and reprogram myself to create new habits to reacting to certain stimuluses. So that's what I mean. So when you get stressed, for example, you might have a habit or a pattern that you go to. You might become a massive overthinker and then worry about worrying. Might turn to food. You might shout or scream at a partner or someone you care about, but you don't really mean it. So it's an opportunity to reprogram yourself and create new patterns. Some of our patterns can block our progress as well, and they dictate how we behave. But on the flip of that, we can change this and bring it through with thoughts and feelings. So every thought and feeling we have can strengthen these pathways to change the result that we have to a situation, which will then change our frequency. And this particular moon as well was a lot about the frequency of love. So love is like the highest frequency, I believe. So that energy in you, and you're radiating out that good energy, you're going to draw what you want in towards you. Because like I said, like attracts like. So if you're like, this is where I'm going in my life, boom. Randomly, Roxy would tell you this, those that you know me and Roxy, things will come to you and you're not even looking for them, just because the universe knows that you're interested in having that into your life. So I'm going to take you through a little routine to help you bring things in and also let things go. So we're just going to close our eyes, and you might want to sit up to do this. And just close your eyes and just take a few deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. You can do this laying down, you can do it sitting up, doesn't matter. So taking a couple more breaths here. And I want you to take one hand and place your hand flat, your palm, onto your forehead. And the other hand, the palm against the scalp. So keep the eyes closed. Because the frontal lobe manages your cognitive functions and movements. So get up, drink more coffee, get in the car, driving, front motions. It's also, we're just tapping into our third eye, which is going to bring higher awareness to us, which is going to help us be more conscious. So for example, hopefully recognize before you might do a binge eat, you'll be like, whoa, what am I doing? I don't want to, no, I'm not going to create this pattern anymore. I need to maybe write this feeling down and get it off my chest. So holding one hand at the front and one hand at the back, because the back of the brain is what connects us to imagination and intuition. And the hand sends subtle energies into your brain. And like I said, your hands are an extension of your heart. So we're bringing a piece of your heart into your mind to connect trust from your heart into your mind. And then the vibrations and the patterns from the hands bring more energy here. So I want you to focus on something you would like to manifest or create. And it could be something really simple, like perhaps you want to manifest that, I don't know, if you're in a relationship, maybe your partner helps with the chores a bit more. It could be something really minor, or it could be like, no, I want to manifest a new car or a different business, or whatever it is for you that you want to manifest and focus on right now. And call it into your mind with as much detail as possible. So if it's an object, I want you to think what it'd feel like to touch it, to feel it. What might it sound like? What energy might it have? And what energy might it create in you if you have it, when you have it? So call that energy in. I saw there's a few of you in the room, because you might not want to say it out loud if you're with other people, but if you don't want to say it out loud, then you can say it in your mind. But ideally it's better out loud, because like abracadabra, we create as we speak. So with as much detail as possible, 5 physical features of it. And state this several times out loud. So ideally 5 things. I'm going to give you a minute to do this, so you can just connect. And do it with a smile on your face, because if this is going to make you really happy, like embody that feeling. And I want you to identify the emotion while you feel and observe it. So perhaps it's happiness, excitement, perhaps it makes you feel peaceful, grounded. And again, list like 1 to 4 emotions out loud or internally, of how it's going to make you feel. And I want you to repeat out loud or internally, this is my new truth, this is my new reality. Just do that 2 or 3 times. This is my new truth, and this is my new reality. And this just creates the belief that you already have this, just declaring it to the brain, so it starts to go to work on things, and the heart starts to also radiate out as well. And just keep your hands here for a moment and open your eyes. And while your eyes are open, just thinking about how this emotion is going to make you feel once you have it, I just want you to flick your eyes from left to right. So your literally eyes are flicking. Don't move your head left to right, 10 to 15 times. And it just stimulates your left and right hemisphere of your brain just to bring them into union, just to give you more powerful, quicker results. Just doing that 15 times, 10 to 15 times. Don't move the head. It just creates new perceptions and new behaviours and just new thoughts that help going to align with what you manifest. So you can bring the hands down now. And there's nothing more powerful than writing some stuff down as well, just to, because I think it's 80% of people that write stuff down is more likely for your stuff to manifest. So if you wanted to grab a pen and paper, and I just want you to list 2 or 3 of your heart's deepest callings. So something that the things that you've been manifesting, write them down. Or what's calling your heart so deeply. And they should just pop to your brain straight away because of the work you've done tonight. Because you're now a human magnet for it. And amazing as manifesting is, we also do have to kind of take action. So we can't just lay there and go, right, I'll give you an example. So before I met Roxy, I really wanted to be involved in Morning Gloryville. I had no idea that I'd be meeting Rox. And one thing I've learned to do where I've been changing my life around a little bit more is learning to say yes to more things if I get invited to them. So because I'd happened to say yes to something, I'm taking action on some things. I then randomly ended up at the same retreat, which is where I met Rox. So I want you to list a couple of actions that you could put in to perhaps begin you on your path. And it could be something really simple. Like I was a really unsociable person. I used to say no to everything, so I didn't make time for anything. So I've learned to say yes to things that I'm invited to if they align with me, rather than, oh no, I'm too busy, or da-da-da. So what little actions maybe could you take that might help you align with where you're at? And if, for instance, it's something simple like, oh, I want to get my dream body, for example, what actions might you take? Could be something really simple like, I'm going to start by drinking a little bit more water each day and considering what I'm eating a little bit better. Maybe one of your dreams is to have like a thriving, successful business, but you're all tied up somewhere else and you haven't got time. So it could be something simple like, I'm going to get up 15 minutes earlier a day to start factoring in some bits. That extra 15 minutes over time will accumulate. Or perhaps you like, rather than sitting in the evening and watching the telly, I'm going to dedicate that time for XYZ. What small actions could you take to start manifesting the shifts that you would like? Like I know one of my friends wants to move into the country more, so an action which I was really proud of her to do, started going into that area to visit and looking at some properties and getting to know the area. Because a lot of the times we talk about the things we want to do and we don't take action on them at all. that's when the universe normally intervenes and something dramatic happened and you're like, whoa, that had to happen for this, this and this and this. So under a full moon as well, it's a great time to make a clean break. What is it that perhaps blocks your freedom, for example? So like I said, freedom could be about being financially free, perhaps having freedom to have more time to do things, but you don't because perhaps you're a busy parent or you've got a full-time job and this and this. What is it that blocks you from having freedom or holds you back? And don't feel guilty about writing it down, because the idea is we make a plan around looking at it to see to what we can change to action things. Perhaps it's a relationship holding you back and it's time to let it go. It might be a job. Like for instance, a few of my friends, they've realised that they're not happy with what they're doing, but it's not giving them any time to do what they want, and they've took a leap of faith and said, sod it, I'm just going to go for a shift. So looking at the things that might hold you back or stop you from breaking free of old chains, making a list of small changes that you could do to create a bit more freedom in you. So for instance, making time to meditate perhaps will give you more freedom in your mind to bring more peace and grounding into you, so that you can stop worrying about the future, for example, because that's what meditation has done for me in breathwork. It's given me the ability to stop worrying about the future. And that's allowed me to have a little bit more freedom in my mind to make clearer choices. And dreams are really quite intuitive as well at this time, so it might be a case you might start keeping a dream journal to see what your dreams are guiding you to speak to you with what might need to change. Perhaps you want more freedom in your body, because freedom means mobility and flexibility, and that's what keeps us young. So perhaps a small change might be that you will start stretching in the mornings just to release old energy. Perhaps you've fallen out of an old habit and you'd like to get back into it. Did you set any intentions perhaps last month or even at the beginning of the year? And if you've got your little cup of water and your candle, what I want you to do is just hold your water. And one really powerful thing to do is tell your water, because water has memory, what you would like to manifest. So pick what was the most thing that you really want to create, and close your eyes and just say out loud or internally, and just tell your water what it is you want to create. And be as specific as you like. And once you've finished telling your water what it is that you are desiring or wanting to bring into your world, you're not going to drink it right now. You're going to drink it when we finish the session, and you're going to go outside. And even if you can't see the moon, you're just going to drink under that energy. And I'd also recommend blowing out your candle once you've done that afterwards. So just pop the water to one side for me. And I'm just going to read through a couple of chakra activations, affirmations for you, just to bring this power in a little bit more. And just focusing on your roots chakra, which is located either in your feet or at the base of your spine. And you can repeat these out loud, or you can just listen, or you can say it internally. I feel grounded and secure in my body. I trust the universe and know that I am looked after. I am supported, safe and loved by Mother Earth. Bringing your attention just below your belly button, your sacral chakra. I acknowledge and accept all of who I am. I give permission to feel all that I feel. I deserve pleasure in my life. I am open to the creative energies that live within. I am comfortable with who I am. Moving up to just above your belly button, the solar plexus. I honor the power within me, and I know I hold the answer to my own destiny. I release any built-up emotions and claim my personal power. I am radiant and full of joy. Moving up to your heart chakra, just located at the front of the chest and the back of the chest. I am love. I deserve love. Love flows freely in my direction. I forgive myself and others for any past mistakes. It is safe for me to love with the fullest expression of my heart. Just moving up to your throat chakra. I accept myself, my feelings and emotions. I am worthy and deserve to express how I feel, how I hear, and how I speak the truth. I trust that I can express myself with clear intent. Moving up to your third eye, the space between your eyebrows. I trust my intuition and open my mind to the endless creativity of the universe. I am open to hearing and experiencing all that is aligned with love and light. I have the power to manifest my desires. And just moving up to the top of the head, the crown chakra, connecting you to the divine. I am a divine spiritual being. I am guided by a higher power and my inner wisdom. I am always connected. I am always one with the light. Just bringing your hands into prayer in front of yourself. Just taking a deep breath in. And as you exhale, just bringing the head down to the hands, just bringing the connection down into the body. Namaste, lovelies. So like I said, if you didn't do the intention with the water, like fill one up and then take it outside under this moon, and then I'll drink that water. If anyone wants to unmute themselves and wants to give any feedback or anything like that as well, or I'm here to chat if you've got any questions or anything you want to ask me. I have recorded it tonight as well, so you can do it again on catch up if you've missed anything. Yeah. Are we good? Cool. Well done, lovelies. You're welcome. Good, I'll be popping it on my YouTube channel as well. There's other meditations on there as well, so if you've missed any, or there's lots of chats on there as well, so well done. Take care, speak to you all soon. Oh, you're welcome. And if you've got any questions, head over to Rox as well. See you, Ruth. Love you lots, chick.